Welcome Junior Tuckies, welcome to question 5 of the exam question for skills. Before you do the exam questions, make sure you watch my theory videos, print the worksheet and have the memo with you at hand. Right, let's get down to question 5. This is the overview of the question. There are 2 questions and it is for 8 marks. Right, let's read the question. Car drivers need quick reactions to avoid accidents. A learner uses a computer to measure reaction time. The computer screen shows a traffic light on red. The traffic light then changes to green, and the diagram below shows the change the person sees on the computer screen. When the traffic light changes to green, the person has to click the computer mouse as quickly as possible. The computer program works out the time taken to react to the light changing color. The learner uses 3 measurements to calculate the average reaction time, and the table below shows the results. Right. 5.1. Plot a line diagram of the graph. A line graph of the results shown in the table. This is for 6 marks. Graphs usually only count for 6 marks in an exam. Right, I've drawn the graph already. Make sure that you already have your x and your y axis and you have your 0 at the origin. That your scale points are very, very clear, and then the distance between them are clear as on the x and the y axis. The numbers that you chose, I've chosen 100, so you go up in multiples of 100. And on the x-axis, I've chosen 15, so you go in multiples of 15. Always make sure you have a heading. The heading here is average reaction time. There's a difference between reaction time and average. So here, the heading is average reaction time, and you must have a unit, which is milliseconds. On the x-axis, the unit is years and the heading is age. You must always have a heading and a unit. Your graph heading is a graph showing average reaction time at different ages, and that graph heading tells you what you're going to get in your graph. Make sure your plotting points are very, very clear, and you use a ruler when you are drawing the plotting points. If the scales are correct and your plotting points are correct, then the shape of the graph is correct. So this is how your graph should look. Right. Let's get down to question 5.2. State one way in which the reliability of the investigation, one way in which the learner increased the reliability of the results. Now, reliability, if you know, is a question that is coming out a lot. One way in which the learner increased the reliability, meaning it is already done in the experiment. So if we go here, what did the learner do? The learner used 3 measurements and the learner calculated the average. So this is your answer for 5.2. Increased means it's already done. So you must mention how the learner ensured reliability, and you will say the learner did the experiment or took 3 measurements and he calculated the average. Thank you for joining me for question 5. Join me for all the other questions. Thank you.